Hi, I'm Ziri from Friends Funeral Home, and I want to talk to you today about the experience you're having if somebody who passes away that you know very well, going closer and closer to this transition. And of course, you might be scared. Maybe you have never experienced something like this. And I want to encourage you to take heart and be there with this person for the process. It is a very sacred, beautiful process. And we have to look beyond, the fear, and maybe the person doesn't look as great as they looked at the time when they were in the prime of their lives. So we have to look beyond these appearances. And America is a very death adverse country and society, and the culture here is very afraid of death. We almost never deal with it directly other than in action movies or a western or in a car accident if we see it from afar where it stops traffic. But every passing is actually giving us a chance to learn something very important about life, about us, and about this person that we are accompanying. So bear with me a little bit. I hope this will help you not just experience this as a fearful thing where you approach a dark abyss you might fall in, and then the person is never heard from again, and like everything is over and goes black. You can actually approach death as an exciting adventure. If you imagine you're on a runway, you're taking off into the next sunset, into the next adventure, because this is what death is, in my belief, is that we approach a horizon, we think beyond this horizon there's big dangerous dragons and animals and we're going to fall down. But actually what happens once we're at this horizon, everything continues. Just like in life, when you approach a horizon that seemed so far away, now you're there and you realize, oh, there's another horizon in front of us. This can be an extremely calming experience when you have that. Now, if that person passes away after, let's say, a long disease where you have some time to prepare, no matter if they're at home or at a hospital, and no matter if they take any drugs like morphine or if they're very clear, they will fall asleep more and more. And during these phases of sleep, this person will already making itself more acquainted to the other side again. So that means people will show up, like maybe the parents who had died before them already. And these people in their sleep will meet them. And they will no longer be able to totally distinguish, am I still here in this reality, in this body, or am I already in the other reality on the other side where all the people that I love and that have passed before me are there waiting for me. And so morphine is actually a drug that really helps people who have, a lot of doubts and who are very much in their head instead of in their hearts, to relax enough to meet the people who have passed over. And this often takes away a lot of the fear and the worry. So no matter if you approach this phase with or without morphine, or totally clear or not, just be aware that the person who's going will go venture, to already look a little bit in their sleep over there more and more, which makes this transition much softer and takes a lot of the fear away. It's just imagine like waves coming to the shore where, they're licking a little over the shore, then they go back, then they come again. This is how we approach death. Like everything in nature, it's not a hard cut. There's never a hard cut or a real end to anything. There's just transitions, soft transitions. And this is something I'm very fascinated with in the whole death and dying process, that as we humans have not, unfortunately, put a lot of effort into studying this, less than going to the moon or any other finding out about the deep sea. We know so little about the universe behind our forehead and in our hearts. And encountering death and dying consciously will definitely enrich us in this way. So I hope you stay around there, hang in there. Don't be afraid of tears. Don't be afraid of sharing. This is all just a sign that you are so full of love that your cup flows over, and that you are so rich that you can share a lot of these emotions. So the next time we will be talking a little about the practicalities that are involved when you have to make arrangements for somebody who's about to pass.